Hi everyone. It's time to go on the cruise. It's Lisa.
Hi.
Jim.
Hello.
Carla.
Hi.
And I'm behind the camera today, Brett, with Ida H2O Adventures. And we're going on another lake cruise, beautiful Coeur d'Alene cruises. We're on the Osprey, I think, today. And our captain is Jesse. So hopefully we can interact with them. There's Jim and Carla enjoying the cruise.
Having a wonderful time.
There's Lisa enjoying the cruise.
I'm enjoying the cruise with my
This is
fluffy hat.
our 5th cruise, right?
This is our 5th cruise in
Is
2
it
years.
the second one this month?
Then when Aunt Lynn comes and my mom and dad, there'll be 2 more this year. And then probably a Christmas cruise this year.
Woohoo!
Like I was saying, most of these homes are accessible only by boat. However, there is one giant exception. This magnificent private residence we are now coming up on our right now is the only home with the driveway in Castle Bay, and the paved private driveway is over 2 miles long. That big blue sailboat you see at the dock is named the Sizzler. She's a one-of-a-kind sailing yacht created right here in Coeur d'Alene. A typical sailing yacht that size would usually require a crew of 5 people to handle all of the rigging. However, with the Sizzler's hydraulic controls, she can be sailed by just 1 person. The Sizzler is rival to many of the world's most beautiful sailing ships at 60 feet long, with a mast nearly 100 feet high.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a California lake.
Rich during the gold and silver rush days of nearby Kellogg and Wallace during the late 1890s and early 1900s. The mining boom in North Idaho began in 1882 with the discovery of gold in the Coeur d'Alene mining district near the towns of Murray and Pritchard. Although the gold rush was short-lived, gold fever drew prospectors who soon discovered some of the richest silver mines in the world. The Sunshine, the Lucky Friday, the Galena, and the world-famous Bunker Hill. Severe labor troubles in the mines at the end of the 19th century, however, led to political uprisings. Frank Steunenberg, who as governor called in federal troops to put down the uprising, was assassinated in 1905. The trial that followed garnered national headlines and led to the acquittal of accused murderer William Haywood. The history of the mining district is filled with colorful stories and personalities, such as Father De Smet, who founded the Jesuit Mission of the Sacred Heart, now located at the Cataldo Mission, Idaho's oldest standing building. There are tales of fur trader Kit Carson, bank robber Butch Cassidy, Harry Orchard, who was sentenced to life in prison for the assassination of Governor Steunenberg, and Noah Kellogg, whose runaway mule discovered the outcropping that led to the formation of the famed Bunker Hill mine. And Wyatt Earp walked the wooden sidewalks of Burke, located above Wallace, built in a canyon so narrow that the shopkeepers had to roll up their storefront awnings whenever the train went through the town. The bottom of the lake in this former harbor site is the final resting home for many of the classic steamships. Resting in peace on the bottom are the Harrison, Wallace, Colfax, and the St. Mary's. These ships were abandoned while tied to their pilings and eventually became waterlogged and sunk as a result of neglect. Other great steamships were given a more glorious burial. The Georgia Oaks, regarded as Queen of the Lake, for 30 years was burned in a true Viking-style funeral in front of tear-filled spectators on July 4th, 1927.
Inside that was pretty. Just to sit there and watch the snow fall, you know? Oh, so pretty.
We did it for 10 years. And this is idyllic.
Yeah.
I like that one right there.
Isn't it cute how they built it to go up, up, up? Like that boat? It is the Mountain Blue.
So that's the floating marine. See it out there? With the red.
Yeah.
And that moves on cables every day. They place it in a different spot every day. And you, when you're at the clubhouse, you go in and you get the coordinates for how far out it is. And they move it every day.
Is that private or open?
No, it's open public. What you do is you hit it off the tees over here to the right.
Oh yeah.
and then you go to that little house over there, kind of behind, underneath the flag, and you take a little boat, and then you go out.
And that's where we eat lunch, where those blue umbrellas are, Carla.
Yeah, that's the Floating Green restaurant, and the Floating Green, and it's the only one of that kind in the world.
That big building offshore was the most luxurious condominium project in the western United States, known as the Terraces on Lake Coeur. That building consists of only 30 individual residences, and each home is at least 6,300 square feet. And we are now approaching the Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Course. You can see the beautiful groundskeeping that has earned Golf Digest praise as the best conditioned course in North America. With the famous floating golf green on the 14th hole, this magnificent place consistently earns gold medal status among the world's finest golf courses. Golfers warm up on an over-the-water driving range, then play through forests along Fernand Creek and Lake Coeur d'Alene. The round comes complete with a personal 4-caddy, water taxi ride to the course, a commemorative bag tag, and luxury custom parts with heated seats. The Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Course's signature hole is the world's first floating and movable green. Moving the green allows the length of the hole to vary between 75 and 175 yards. After the tee shot from shore, the golfers board a small boat with a putter. Every golfer is allowed 2 shots to the green. If both miss, then they can drop the ball and putt out. The floating green was built out of 104 concrete blocks filled with styrofoam and assembled the same way the floating bridges were built in Seattle. The floating green has over 7,000 square feet of putting surface and weighs over 5 million pounds. Now, every year we do get a few hole-in-ones. However, about 20,000 golf balls miss the floating green. But don't worry, we do have a local diver who comes by to scoop up all those missed golf balls and the occasional club thrown out of anger.
Yeah, and that's the infinity pool is over here for the resort.
Left of the flagpole is the Hagedon Event Center. This facility offers the most amazing wedding venue along the Pacific Coast by providing a waterfront setting with the most privacy imaginable. The 11,000 square foot facility is capable of seating over 300 guests for dinner. Below the Hagedon Event Center is the Coeur d'Alene Resort's private beach and infinity swimming pool.
Here's your pool, Carla.
Which was once considered the Gold Coast of Coeur d'Alene because these were the homes of the more prominent citizens of Coeur d'Alene in the early 1900s. Down at the far end of Standards Beach, you can see the Coeur d'Alene Marina. And we are currently coming up to a big white house with a dark purple brownish tree in its front yard. That house is known as the Jewett House. The Jewett family was one of the partners of the Potlatch Sawmill Corporation, and this house was used by the foreman of the sawmill that once sat on the grounds of the Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Course. This house was donated to the city of Coeur d'Alene by the Potlatch Sawmill Corporation and is now a senior center.
So this is where we drove by today.
Yeah. Remember that White House? This is awesome. On
It's the
other
Wedding
side.
Crusher's house.
120 acre natural preserve set aside for the enjoyment of residents and visitors. The park is named for a German immigrant, Tony Tubbs, who was Coeur d'Alene's first Justice of the Peace. This is a perfect place to take a hike on trails around the hill, with great views of the lake, a swinging bridge to navigate, and access to secluded beaches. You can reach the 3-mile loop trail at the Tubbs Hill entrance just east of the Coeur d'Alene Resort. Tubbs Hill was a place for spectators to witness some of the first gasoline-powered boats, water skiers, and wakeboards. In the 1960s, crowds would gather here as Coeur d'Alene hosted the world's fastest boats with the annual Diamond Cup hydroplane races. These days, a different kind of race comes to Coeur d'Alene as the city hosts the Ironman Triathlon. Nearly 2,000 competitors from around the world plunged into the lake in June to begin their day of racing.
We'll be coming around the bend in the boat.
When you guys moved here, was that that big building that you eat in and that, whatever you said,
Yep.
was that just being built?
No, No.
No, it's been here for a long
Oh, it
time.
has.
Did you guys have a good time today?
We had a wonderful time.
Good
I want to
deal.
jump in the water now.
An 18-story lakefront tower owned by Hagedon Hospitality with the world-class accommodations in 337 rooms. On the top floor, you can see the Hagedon and Jaeger Suites, named in honor of the resort's founders. On the summit floor is Beverly's Restaurant and Lounge, annually selected as a top fine dining restaurant in America.
Where we went, Beverly?
No, we went to
Dockside, the resort's family restaurant, is located at the water's edge on the lobby level and offers casual dining and homemade gooey desserts. The boardwalk you see below it is the world's longest
every
floating
day
boardwalk.
from 5
It's
to
nearly
6.
3/4 of a mile in length, and 367 fortunate boat owners at the Boardwalk Marina can call for hotel room service delivered straight to their boats.
So we highly recommend the Lake Coeur cruises. Just a wonderful trip. They have many different cruises available. Here's the prices and some times. They've got daily cruises. They've got sunset dinner and Sunday brunch cruises, river cruises, and then they have special ones coming up, like the bands on the boats. That's coming up. Yoga and mimosa cruises. So you have plenty of choices.
Carla, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Jim, you look gorgeous. Brett, you look gorgeous.
Hi, y'all.
Hi. They're beautiful cedars. Cedars view. The lake cruise.
So we have finished the evening at Cedar's Floating Restaurant, one of our favorite places in Coeur d'Alene. Lisa, Jim, Carla, and myself had a wonderful evening, and we just wanted to let everyone know that we're going to end this video. If you like our channel, please give us a thumbs up and like us and subscribe.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Until our next journey.